welcome back to my channel. I'm Amanda. For those of you who may not know, today's video is going to be a tutorial on this look that I'm currently wearing, using products that I mentioned in a previous video called Worth the Cash or Pass. These are all products that I do think are worth the cash, but I wanted to show you what they are actually like in action so that you don't have to take my word for it. So if you would like to see how I got this look and see what products I think are worth your cash, then just keep on watching. All of the products that I use in this video will be listed in the description box below because I have sped it up to keep it from being a 25-minute video. But I'm applying concealer to my eyelids to start, just to even them out and give a good base. Going in with the Moodstruck Addiction 3 palette, starting with the shade Determined to use this as a transition shade. And I just use a big fluffy brush to apply this. And I go in a couple of times with this because I want to have it be a little bit deeper. And this is the shade Tickled. Just going right back over what we just did to give it a little more dimension. Then I'm going to use a flat synthetic brush and go in with the black that is in this palette. And y'all, this is literally the best black that I have ever used, and I'm not kidding. Super pigmented, literally no fallout. Do you see any fallout on my eye? Now, keep in mind I am using a synthetic brush, so that does help with that. But even when I go in with this little pencil brush to deepen up the outer and inner corner, because we are going to be doing a halo eye, no fallout. It's crazy. I love the black in this palette. Absolutely love it. And if y'all want to see my favorite brushes, I can definitely do a video on that as well, so just let me know. Going back into Tickle just to kind of blend that black in just a little bit. And then going in with my favorite shade in the whole palette, the color Ecstatic. Y'all, do you see the pigment? And I'm not using any kind of Fix Plus or any kind of spray. And this shade is just, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Then I go back into Determined to kind of blend this out a little bit. With eyeshadow looks like this, there is a lot of blending and there is a lot of going back and reapplying because you blend out the colors. You just want to make sure there's no harsh edges, but also you want to keep the color. Now, when I went in with this pencil brush here, I did not dip it into any additional product. I'm just trying to bring that black up just a little bit and then blend it out, of course. So now I'm going to go in with this primer, and I like to tap it in where I need it to cover the pores and then just kind of rub it in everywhere else on my face. I've really been loving this primer. It's really weird for me. Then I'll let that set, and I'm going to go in with this foundation and foundation brush that I have been absolutely loving. And you're going to see that I skip a step, and that step is powder. The reason that I do skip that step is because I tend to be on the drier side. This foundation actually dries to like a satin matte finish, and I don't have to set it, and it lasts forever on my face. Now, if you are more oily, then you definitely are still going to want to go in and powder, but with this particular foundation, I don't have to, and I don't find that it settles into fine lines or accentuates pores or anything like that. It's really amazing. Going in with my Shape Tape Concealer, which is just literally my holy grail. I wish I could find a cheaper one that I love, but I haven't, and so I will continue to repurchase this one until the end of time. It's super pigmented. It's just, I love it, and I've really been loving this brush that I got in my BoxyCharm, y'all, because it actually blends out any kind of cream product on your face so well. And I've just been using the heck out of it since I got it. Going in now with this Hoola bronzer, and this is a duo fiber brush that I love from Real Techniques, and I just like to apply this bronzer onto my forehead and to my cheekbones to kind of make them look a little bit smaller. But this brush is awesome because it applies the product and blends it out at the same time, and I don't know about y'all, but I'm always looking for the quicker way. Now, I did get a mini size, and this little brush came in the mini size, and I use it for contouring my nose, and I do love it for that. But then I go back and blend it with the Real Techniques brush. And when you find that you've contoured just a little too much, you can always go back in with your foundation brush and fix it. Going in now with a pencil brush and irate, tapping it lightly and then tapping off the excess. And do you see how pigmented that still is? Just going to put this onto the lower lash line on both eyes. And then I'm going to go ahead and do the outer corner again, just with the pencil brush, just to deepen that up from where we blended it so much earlier. Like I said, with looks like this, you have to go back in several times. Going back in with the Ecstatic now. This color, that's some of the best shimmer shadows I've ever used, ever. Then I'm going to put that just right in the center under the eyelid as well for this halo eye. Now I'm going to use a big fluffy brush and my highlighter from Essence called Pure Nude to hit the brow bone and the inner corner of the eye. And then I did clean off this brush and I was just going back and blending everything there. Now I'm going in with this Limelight blush in the shade Peachy, and I absolutely love this. You do need to tap off your brush quite a bit because it is very pigmented, but it's so, so, so pretty. I did line my waterline with the NYX brown liner, and now I'm putting that Essence highlighter on my cheekbones and my nose, and then going back in with the Real Techniques brush to blend it all out, blend it all together. This is the mascara that I had mentioned in my Worth the Cash or Pass that is $5, and it has fibers in it, and it's really, really, really good. I really like it. I mean, I definitely think that if you're looking for an inexpensive mascara, that you're gonna love this. That's 2 coats of it. Now going in with a Younique lip liner and liquid lipstick in a red shade that I will leave in the description box below. But y'all, this stuff is so good. This goes on matte. It is the weirdest thing, but it's so super comfortable on your lips. It's not drying at all. It does transfer just a little, but it'll stay on forever, and it's so, so pretty. And I'm not seeing another liquid lipstick that goes on matte. A lot of them dry down, but this one goes on matte, and it stays so comfortable. Finishing up with some Milani Make It Last setting spray. So this is the completed look. I absolutely love it. I think it's great for a date night or a night out, or honestly every day if this is what you want to do. You know, I just think it's a really, really pretty look. I love all of the products that I used in this tutorial. I think they're all absolutely worth your money. They're great. I think they're great quality. I love them. So, if you've enjoyed this video, please do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification bell so you can be notified for future videos from me. And I'll see you in my next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye, guys.